CDN News at 8, live from Carmel Catholic High School, with Vance Conway, Hope Simutis, Aaron Risley, Sports with Liam Brown, and Chief Meteorologist Willie Gillespie.
Good morning, Carmel. I'm Aaron Risley.
And I'm Nia Quinones. It's 8:03.
Congratulations to the girls varsity basketball team. They won 35-34 against the Red Wings of Bennett Academy.
Tomorrow is boys basketball senior night. Come out and support your seniors. There will be a mandatory meeting for any girl interested in trying out for girls soccer this upcoming spring season after school tomorrow at 3:15 room SC7, Mr. Spoody's room.
There will also be a mandatory meeting for any girls interested in playing lacrosse this season after school in room 806.
Up next, we have Father Christian for a Pack the Chapel event, news from Diversity and Equity Club, and Jacqueline Kagler with your current events. CDN News will be right back.
Hi everybody, good morning. I just wanted to take this opportunity to invite you to Pack the Chapel morning mass tomorrow in our Brandsma Chapel at 7:15 a.m. And as you know, we're in Catholic Schools Week. Tomorrow is Student Appreciation Day, and so we would love to celebrate and pray together with you in thanksgiving to God. And all are welcome. And afterwards, after mass, it's a simple 30-minute daily mass, and then after mass, we'll have donuts. So all are welcome to join us for donuts following Mass. Thank you.
Coming to you with your weekly club spotlight. Today we have Mrs. Fitzpatrick on to talk about the upcoming Diversity and Equity Club meeting. What inspired you to start the council?
Actually, Diversity and Equity Council was inspired by one of our former deans. And I think that as Carmel has grown in its diversity, there's been an increased need to learn about our differences so that we make sure that Carmel is an inclusive and welcoming community for all.
How do you think the Diversity and Equity Council has affected Carmel?
I believe it's affected Carmel because it gives students a space to talk about issues where they do see things of injustice or that may make them feel uncomfortable or marginalized, and it gives us an outlet to process it as well as determine how we're going to teach other students and faculty how to address their biases.
What has been your favorite event that you've had?
I think my favorite event was our Lake County Diversity and Equity Symposium that we had last year. It was an initiative where we invited all high schools in our area to participate, and we had a nice turnout for it for our first event, and it received a lot of good feedback as well.
What events are you looking forward to in the council?
One event that I'm really looking forward to, I believe, is a direct result of our symposium last year. One of the schools that participated was Lake Forest Academy, and this year they are having a symposium called FIRE, which they've invited us to as well. So if you are interested, you don't have to have had participated in Diversity and Equity Council before, but if you're interested, it's on Saturday, February 25th. I can register you and we'll work out transportation to get to that event.
How can you join the council?
Joining the council is easy. You can either email me or I believe the Google code will be displayed on the bottom of the screen.
Thank you, Mrs. Fitzpatrick. And now we have Jacqueline Kagler to talk about some current events.
Good morning, Carmel. I'm Jacqueline Kagler here with current events. We start with local news. As you might remember from Tuesday, the national COVID public health emergency will be ending in May. Let's talk about what that will look like for us here in Illinois. At the end of February, food assistance under SNAP will decrease. In April, some people will begin to lose their Medicare coverage because Medicare availability will be tightened. Vaccines and boosters should remain free during the spring and summer. The use of telehealth will continue, and telehealth flexibilities for Medicare will continue for this next year as well. Hospitals will continue feeling financial pain as government COVID payments decrease. Governor Pritzker has been rolling back COVID measures gradually over the past year in correlation to national changes in policy. Moving to national news. The Colorado River, a river that 7 states and 40 million people rely on for water, continues to shrink. States impacted include Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, Arizona, California, and Nevada. The federal government has asked states to write up water reduction plans. If these states don't come up with a consensus, the Interior Department will impose cuts on water usage among these states. These restrictions will probably be lawsuits because this will be the first time in American history that the federal government determined the share each state had from a river. As the Colorado River continues to dry up, the states will have to find new water sources. Finally, for international news, yesterday in Britain, Walkout Wednesday saw 500,000 workers strike, including teachers, transportation workers, civil servants, and airport staff. 85% of schools in England and Wales were affected by staffing shortages, and most trains in England were not running. The strikes were in response to rampant inflation and years of stagnant wages, putting further pressure on the Tories, Britain's ruling political party. The Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, has lasted longer than his predecessor, Liz Truss, whose record-breaking brief term of office was famously compared to the lifespan of a head of lettuce. However, the Prime Minister still faces significant challenges in dealing with the post-pandemic economy. That's all for current events. I'm Jacqueline Kagler, CDN News. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. There will be a meeting for current members of the Spanish Honor Society after school tomorrow in room 206.
Next Monday and Tuesday we'll have adjusted schedules to allow for the continuation of the ABC rotation while allotting support for street scenes setup and takedown. Classes will meet only once on February 6th and 7th, but for an extended time of 75 minutes, and they are out of regular order.
Advisory periods each day are extended, allowing for special advisory programming, and Tuesday's afternoon advisory will include a detailed furniture move for street scenes. Once the move is complete, students will be dismissed for the day.
Carmel will observe President's Day on Monday, February 13th, and there will be no school. Tuesday, February 14th will be the first day back, and it is a special late start A-Day, with first period starting at 9:15.
That's all we have for today. As always, I'm Erin Risley.
And I'm Nia Quinones. Have a thoroughly tidy Thursday.